Well, greetings and good afternoon. I'm Martin Abraham. I'm the Provost and Academic Vice President, and it is my privilege to welcome you to today's ceremony. I am delighted that all of you, family, friends, faculty, university staff, and especially our 2020 and 2021 graduates are here to join in this celebration today. I ask everybody to please rise and join Kayla Massey, a senior musical theater graduate, in singing the national anthem. I ask the gentlemen if you would please remove your caps.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Kayla. Everybody please be seated. And please join me again in thanking the Western Illinois University Brass Quintet and the Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Mike Fansler for providing the musical selections today. Thank you. On April 24th, 1899, the Illinois General Assembly passed legislation to establish an institution of higher learning in Macomb, Illinois. Today, WIU consists of two campuses, Macomb and Quad Cities. With the completion of your degrees, you join nearly 140,000 alumni who look to the future with confidence because of their educational experience at Western Illinois University. Bringing greetings from the Western Illinois University Board of Trustees is Dr. Polly Radosh, Chair of the Board. Please join me in welcoming Trustee Radosh.
It is my great honor to bring you greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Congratulations on completing your degree, and congratulations to your parents and loved ones who have supported you through your education. I have just one short story to relate to you today as a recommendation for you as you leave us to take on that next chapter of your life. When I was growing up, I went to a very strict, disciplined primary school. I was taught by Irish nuns who taught using old school, no-nonsense, sit up straight, and conform techniques. Some of the nuns who taught me had also taught my father, and their teaching techniques had remained intact over those two generations. I was a very good student, very obedient, and I did well in school. I had one problem, however. I was left-handed. At that time, educators had abandoned the practice of trying to convert left-handed people to be right-handed, but at my school, they had not kept up with the most current educational theory on this topic. The nuns saw left-handedness as a personal failing, to be corrected, and they told my parents that I would have to learn to use my right hand. My father, who had been converted from his left hand to his right hand in the same school, resisted and convinced the nun in my first grade class not to try to convert me. She agreed to let me write with my left hand, but she had one requirement. I would not be permitted to use scissors in my left hand. When she looked down that row of desks, she wanted to see all of the children holding their scissors with the proper form in their right hands. So I learned to write with my left hand and cut with my right hand. I have so completely converted to my right hand for cutting that I can't go back. I have lost that natural inclination, and now I am a completely converted right-handed cutter. I'm actually a very good cutter. I sew, and I can cut out the most intricate little pieces with perfect precision. But the question remains, what could I have done with my left hand? What great works of cutting artistry might I have accomplished if I had been allowed to use my natural inclinations and advance my natural skill? If I had had a pair of left-handed scissors, could I have done more, accomplished more, or would I have viewed the world differently? What consequences did conversion of my natural inclinations have on me? So what is the point of this story? We all have natural proclivities that, if cultivated, encouraged, and trained, will move us to higher heights and greater accomplishments. If these natural talents are stifled and discouraged, we lose the ability to develop our natural skills. As you move out from WIU today, use the education we have helped you to achieve as your metaphorical pair of left-handed scissors. Use the ability to evaluate, research, critique, reimagine, invent, create, or synthesize as the foundation for improvement in your skills and talents. Use your education that has cultivated your ability to think critically as if you are a left-handed 6-year-old and you have just been given your first pair of left-handed scissors. Use the new tools to do better, to do more, and to improve your skills beyond your current accomplishments. Education is a tool to be used, improved, and expanded. The knowledge and skills you have acquired under our direction are only the beginning of what you can do. When you entered WIU, you had your own natural interests in the subject matter you chose as your field of study. But we have helped you move that basic interest to expanded, intellectually sophisticated expertise. Your education is your baseline. You can do more. As you leave here today, remember that your degree is not the end of your education, it is the beginning. Your education never ends. The skills and knowledge you leave us with are the tools you need to develop your natural proclivities. Do not be dissuaded by others who want to limit your expectations for what you can accomplish. Use your education like a pair of left-handed scissors and rise to your own excellence. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I offer you my hearty congratulations. Keep in touch with us. Let us know what you have done with your education and with your life. We wish you the very best for your future.
Joining me today on stage and also sitting out in the field are several distinguished individuals that I would like to introduce. I'd ask that you please hold your applause until I have introduced all of these distinguished guest visitors or distinguished folks. First, Mr. Justin Brown, student member and secretary of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Eric Dolslager, member of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Patrick Toomey, member of the Board of Trustees. Mr. John Smith, interim vice president for student services. Leading the procession today was our 2021 distinguished faculty lecturer, Dr. Brian Locke. Dr. Locke, professor of music in the College of Fine Arts and Communication, is wearing the distinctive medallion issued to each of the 53 persons who received the Distinguished Faculty Lecturer Award since 1969. Please join me in acknowledging the contributions of these individuals to Western Illinois University. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my distinct privilege to introduce the president of Western Illinois University, Dr. Guiyu Wang. Please join me in welcoming President Wang to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Abraham. Good evening. 2021 and 2020 graduates, members of the faculty and staff, board of trustees, and distinguished guests, welcome to Western Illinois University. We are pleased that you are here with us today to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates as they commence to the next stages of their lives. This spring, WIU is proudly graduating 1,587 students, including 1,199 undergraduate students, 385 masters, and 3 doctoral students. In addition, 300 undergrads, 96 grads, and 11 doctorates from the class of 2020 are attending one of this year's ceremonies. Graduates, you made it. This is your day, and so give yourself a round of applause. You made your family proud, and you made WIU proud. Today, we are here to honor you as Western's 2021 Spring Commencement ceremonies, to reflect on your accomplishments of the past, savor the sweetness of the present, and commence a great future of enormous possibilities and potentials. Graduates, you have devoted time and energy to your respective programs, and I couldn't be more proud of you. No worthwhile accomplishments are ever achieved without the assistance and support of others. Your family and friends have supported and encouraged you throughout the process, and now you stand on the threshold of a great milestone. So you should take this opportunity to thank your mothers and fathers, your grandmothers and grandfathers, your siblings, and your significant others, and all those who have supported you along the way. Give them a round of applause. Western's outstanding faculty have worked day in and day out to teach you, guide you, and mentor you, providing the best education and advice you need to be successful in your academic career and life. Without them, it would be hard to imagine you gathered here to mark a historic moment of culmination in graduating and commencing a new stage of your life's journey. So let's give your professors a big round of applause to show your appreciation. Western is lucky to have dedicated staff, whether they are academic support staff or clerical or custodial staff. They solve your problems, keep the lawns neatly manicured, the building floors shiny, and the walkways and driveways clean and safe. So let's give them a round of applause to express your gratitude. Whether it's your life's journeys or academic endeavors, none of them is a linear or smooth process. As the mother in Langston Hughes' poem, Mother to Son, warns her son, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. The poetic symbolism in these lines is dense and telling. Nothing important can be obtained without experiencing the trials and tribulations one will encounter along the way. Despite the tacks and splinters, however, the mother encouraged her son to press on, even though life for her has been no crystal stair. Indeed, as we witness all over the past year, life is not a crystal stair, nor a crystal ball that you can readily see through. As you close a dynamic, youthful chapter of your academic career characterized by cramped studies, shuttling between classrooms or commuting between places, collaborating with the peers on class projects, engaging in practicums or internships, you've overcome routine challenges, as well as unprecedented difficulties brought on by COVID-19. A number of you have encountered hardships and challenges that every student faces, along with the added burden of being a minoritized student. Many of you are first-generation college students or the first in your family to attend college, or come from economically disadvantaged families, and yet you made it. This year's graduates have faced a full year of COVID-19 pandemic, social and political unrest, and even violence, as well as other societal issues and concerns that impact members of your communities and families at a disproportionately higher rate, and yet you made it. Some students have disabilities, and due to the global pandemic, life became more challenging and complicated because of quarantine or isolation. Others were directly or indirectly affected by the widespread virus, and yet you persisted in your studies and attended classes. In the end, you all made it, and for that alone, you won my admiration and respect. Western is better and stronger because of you. The world is better and stronger because of you. And ultimately, the future of our society and humanity will be brighter and more vibrant because of your great tenacity and resiliency. Western has a proud history of leatherneck success over the past 122 years, as evidenced in the legion of multifaceted accomplishments of its faculty, staff, students, and alumni, guided by its core values in academic excellence, educational opportunity, personal growth, and social responsibility. Our faculty are exceptional teachers, scholars, scientists, artists, and mentors who are tireless advocates and practitioners of academic excellence, from which you have benefited, and you are the manifestation of that value. In whatever line of work you will be doing in the future, demand only excellence. WIU is an exemplar of access and affordability that represents a laudable form of educational opportunity, and your graduating today is an unequivocal testimony of Western's commitment to the values of educational opportunity. In whatever position you will hold in the future, always look for ways to create opportunities for your colleagues and your communities. College is about intellectual advancement and academic preparation for personal growth and career success. Western's curriculum and extracurriculum has laid an unshakable foundation for knowledge and skills that I'm sure will benefit you, your family, and your community. I trust that when you are gainfully employed, you will spare no efforts to continue to grow yourself, your business, your organization, as well as the quality of life for all those you will encounter in your life and career. Although I just spoke of personal growth, nothing really is just personal, as we all have an important responsibility to each other and to the society where individuals make only one member of a much larger entity that rely upon the kindness, compassion, and the contributions of all concerned individuals to propel the progress of humanity's collective journey. Whatever personal and professional commitments you'll be making in the future, I urge you to exercise your responsibility to each other, to your society, and to the world that needs healing more than ever before. Graduates, as you leave the beautiful and dignified campus of Western Illinois University with a proud diploma in your hands, I ask that you remember and continue to practice these WIU values. that have informed your curriculum, permeated your campus experience, and shaped your character. With a WIU diploma, you are on the cusp of a new era of adventures and successes. To Purdy Schneier twins' song, from this moment, love has begun. Your life has indeed begun. If you think the night-long studies have been hard, if you think writing a 20-page essay is challenging, and if you think an internship with a strict supervisor is tough, life ahead of you will be full of new challenges as well as rewards you have not yet seen. As the mother in the same poem I quoted earlier admonishes her son, don't you turn back. So graduates, don't turn back. Focus on the journey ahead of you instead. In her novel, Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte wisely reminds us, here's a quote, "What necessity is there to dwell upon the past, while the present is so much surer and the future so much brighter? But the future won't be brighter just with the words. Words have a meaning and will be more powerful when accompanied by actions." As the 19th century philosopher and thinker Ralph Waldo Emerson observes, an action is the perfection and publication of a thought. Leathernecks are people of action, people that create meaningful futures. From this moment on, you will be proud alumni with an unlimited future unfolding for you. But you will always be a leatherneck, tough, smart, enduring, and inspiring. Again, my most hearty congratulations. Go next. Have a good day.
Thank you, President Wong. I would like to introduce individuals who are serving as the academic readers for today's ceremony. Dr. Mark Mossman, Associate Provost and Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Director of Graduate Studies, and Dr. Randy Glean, Executive Director of the Center for Global Studies, Global Education, and Outreach. Please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you. Western Illinois University alumni are also serving as marshals in this ceremony. Please join me in thanking each of these individuals for their service and contribution to the university. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced, and if you could kind of wave so we can find you wherever you are, we'd appreciate that. Anthony Brown, Jim Carter, Molly Holmes, Diana Perogue, Carol Scott, and Jennifer Tibbetts. Thank you for all of your efforts and appreciate your service this afternoon. Joining us on stage and on the field are the deans of Western Illinois University. Please stand as I announce you, and please remain standing, and please hold your applause until all the deans have been introduced. Dr. Susan Martinelli Fernandez, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Craig Conrad, Interim Dean of the College of Business and Technology. Dr. Francis Godwell, Dean of the College of Education and Human Services. Mr. William T. Billy Clow, Dean of the College of Fine Arts and Communication. Dr. Lorette Oden, Interim Dean of the Centennial Honors College, and Ms. Jean Stearman, Interim Dean of University Libraries. Thank you for your exceptional service. At this time, Western Illinois University would also like to acknowledge the sacrifice and service of all those in the audience who currently serve, have served in the past, or will serve in the future in the United States military. Would those who are military associated please rise so that we can recognize you for your service? Students and audience members, please. Thank you all for your service to the country. It is now my privilege to also introduce those individuals who are the heart and soul of this great university, the folks who deliver the great education that you've received. I present to you the faculty of Western Illinois University. Faculty, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. And also, just as the President has done, I'd like to recognize those individuals who work behind the scenes, those folks who spent hours and hours putting together the logistics for today's commencement ceremony, and doing all the work throughout the year that have helped you to succeed. The exceptional efforts that they've put in to get us through COVID-19 and to keep this university operating and to keep us all safe and secure. I would ask that all of the WIU staff who are here with us this evening please stand to be recognized. Please wave, because I know a lot of you are out there working the ceremony, and please let us know that you're there. And everybody, if you could please appreciate all that they've done with a round of applause. Okay, now we're ready to get to the meat of the ceremony, the next phase, and I ask for everyone's cooperation with this. We're going to recognize each graduate from the class of 2020 and the class of 2021. University photographer will take a photograph of each candidate while they're on the stage over here. Graduates may remove their face covering prior to the photo, but we ask that you return the face covering and place it properly over your mouth and nose before returning to your seat. Audience and other members, please remain in your seats for the entire ceremony in order to show equal respect for all of our graduates. And I thank you in advance for your cooperation. We begin with the doctoral hooding and commencement ceremony to recognize all advanced degree recipients. The doctorate is an academic degree that indicates the highest level of academic achievement. Attainment of this degree requires years of intense study, sacrifice, and commitment. I invite Dr. Mark Mossman, Associate Provost and Director of Graduate Studies, to the podium to present the candidates receiving advanced degrees. Mark?
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Education please rise? President Wong, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates who have completed the requirements for the Doctor of Education degree in the College of Education and Human Services.
By the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of Western Illinois University, I hereby confer upon each of you the Doctor of Education degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to your degree. Marshals, please release the graduates so they may proceed individually across the stage to receive their doctoral hoods.
Brandy Anderson Mayer. The title of her dissertation is Balanced Leadership, a quantitative study of the relationship between principal leadership, responsibilities, and collective teacher efficacy. The dissertation was chaired by Dr. Laura Wolf. Right over here. Dr. Lacey Anderson. The title of her dissertation is Examining the Impact of School Climate on Academic Achievement in Elementary Schools in Illinois. The dissertation was chaired by Dr. Bridget Sheng. Dr. Margaret Lesniak. The title of her dissertation is Lead and Achieve, a quantitative study of leadership behaviors and student achievement in Illinois high schools. The dissertation was chaired by Dr. Laura Wolf. Dr. Christopher Ronald Lewis. The title of his dissertation is The Impact of Academic Behaviors in a Rural High School on College and Career Readiness and College Success. The dissertation was chaired by Dr. Bridget Sheng. Please join me in congratulating the Western Illinois University doctoral degree recipients. We will now begin hooding for the Master of Fine Arts graduate degree. Will the candidates for the Master of Fine Arts degree please rise? President Wong, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates who have completed the requirements for the Master of Fine Arts degree in the College of Fine Arts and Communication.
Thank you. By the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of Western Illinois University, I hereby confer upon each of you the Master of Fine Arts degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to your degree. Marshals, please release the graduates so they may proceed individually across the stage to receive their hoods.
Rebecca Rankin. Amina Alexander. Gerald A. Trusley. Please join me in congratulating the Western Illinois University Master of Fine Arts degree recipients. President Wong, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates for the specialist and master's degrees. Graduates, please stand as I introduce your college and remain standing. College of Arts and Sciences. College of Business and Technology. College of Education and Human Services. College of Fine Arts and Communication. And the Illinois Institute for Rural Affairs.
By the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of Western Illinois University, I hereby confer upon each of you who has completed all academic requirements for the specialist and master's degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to your degree. You may be seated. Thank you. Marshals, please release the graduates so they may proceed individually across the stage.
Dalton J. Moss. Bethany Esterlin. Harrison Schulte. Audrey Lucille Fletcher. Mayumi Goto Makinich. Wali Singh Madusha Harshani De Silva. Mai Tayar Lin. Kathleen Hodges. Brianna Shernice Richmond. Olawuni Olakumbi Folaki. Mary Carolyn Edgar. Caroline. Ma Lika Chitra Esther. Tyler Axel Parr. Shannon Arzola. Samantha Elizabeth Estrada. Emma Peterson. Matthew Kent Sullivan. Tyler Robert Ingram. Sierra Nicole Ellsbury. Tara Lindsay Valentine. Brittany Shank. Carly Anna Miller. Christina A. Cottle. Erica Armstrong. Elisa C. Romero. Riley Monroe Turo. Olivia Franks. Ashley K. Leffringhouse. Peyton Ann DeLuga. Haley Louise Grunwald. Gary Hill. Benjamin Josiah Kittle. Miranda Gorsuch. Ellen K. Reed. Megan Danielle Kerrigan. Erica Nicole Caher. Elizabeth Margaret Foster. Hannah Joanne Scobie. Alexis Rochelle Middleton. Nofisat Elutu. I got you. Oyendamola Ruth Olawepo. Adiola Oluwakemi Adesoro. Megan O'Toole. Maureen Weaver Sullivan. Julia Diane Hill. Mazharul Islam Mondal. Kendrick Keller. Deborah Onowumi Olaya. Joy Ifioma Ofuoku. Carolina Lopez. Alexandra Rose Isabella Worley. Akintunde Samson Akinpade. Oloyede Daniel Alau. Oluwa Tunaminu Munira Lawal. Nasur Michael. Naif Sad Alahati. Ibrahim Al-Adhiani. Suman Gautam. Bilal Mutabagani Al-Madani. Alexis Mia Genevieve Ramirez. Stiff or stiff? Matthew James Stifle. Arlen Lee Britton. Grant P. Senderak. John Owadari Agbula. Kyle William Trussell. Melissa Hanson. Jason Wade Ellswick. Jonathan James Lynch. Derek M. Nugent. Thomas Allen Adams. Aaron Morgan Childers. Kimberly Jaron Gamboa. Jenna Bothell. Grant Baker. Michelle Ray Scheffler. Jeffrey S. Lang. Diane L. Root. Eman Mohammed. Taylor R. Egerton. Jillian Hope Olson. Austin Alexandra Quarles. Joplin Ravel. Ariana Marie Newtill. Catalina Carmen Urbis. Heidi Loretta Moore. Taylor Elisa Waters. Carrie June Dodson. Rachel Goodbrid. Colin Patrick Landis. Catherine Marie Putnam. Tunlea Ivy. Talia Ivy. Dongjin Choi. Shelby Blacker. Brandon Richard Kometz. Heather Giles. Jesus Flores. Catherine Frakes. Haley Pirtle. Aaron Everett. Nasher Pollard. Erin Catherine Wiley. Justin Bryant Fitzpatrick. Lilia A. Medina. Nicholas J. Highland. Shelby Leigh Gandera. Jewel Ann Jutras. Brittany Kugler. Cassie Trahanis. Derek Gardner. Jamila Jenkins. Cynthia Yalongo Inga. Kayana Chantel Ash. Lincoln Jamal Richardson. Hey, five. Hey, five. You're good, you're good. Those cues. I'll give you all your thunder. Hold on, I get you. Can't steal your thunder. Aaliyah Ochoa. Dorianne Simone Faith Adams. Hi. Byron K. Odin Shabazz. 1-9. Queen Ekanyere Esekhalu. Megan Elizabeth Elgie. Courtney Sherman. Iman Khalifa Idris Habani. Tabanga Miracle Adebisi. Jasmeet Kar Chawla. Kevin Maurice Holman Jr. Islam A. Shehata. Abby Canoop. Amy Marie Johnson. Darlene S. Hun. Noah Gerardo. Bailey Althoff. Aaliyah Nikayla Washington. Alisa Nakaya Washington. Oh, baby. Ashton Leah Kulavik. Cassidy Ann Jacadis. Dalton Mann. Joshua Richard Cook. Jake Austin Busa. Alexander John Schmidt. Marine Patricia Forey. Jacob Dyer. Rome Omega Ham. Rodrigo I. Estrada. Mohammed Aid Al-Rashidi. Chantrez Spates. Kalu Prithi. Talapatra Vamsi Krishna. Harish Reddy Anand. Praneeth Koluguru. Akshay Kumar Kalayanka. Sakala Lashmi Venkata Moria. Lachey Williams. Pranaya Gotha. Sai Suman Harapalli. Prayana Vidyala. Pranaya Vidyala. Ganesh Varala. Pooja Kelaru. Timothy J. Landini. Gregory R. Sabo. Emran Hussein. Mohammed Mehdi Hassan Buyan. Varun Raja Ankam. Deepthi Bereddy. Rajavendra Reddy Pandem. Akshay Kumar Darla. Vamsi Krishna Valuri. Lokesh Mitra Omtri. Ashrita Sarikonda. Dennis James McMeekin. Timothy Gerald Martison. Naveen Kumar Kolapali. Nikila Veluvulu. Surya T. Vandanapu. Pooja Banda. Hannah Tooley. Whitney Elizabeth Thompson. Diamond C. Jones. Gurpal Singh Bengal. Sai Rahul Rachamala. Rupsa Banerjee. Prashansa Chowdhury. Premsa Yamieni. Joyce O'Feely. Pratyusha Chintala. Pragna Sahithi Garnini. Sai Karan Naik Banoth. Abhishek Chawla. Ranjan Rama Chandra Boyapali. Mayowa Adiemo Oyewole. Ashlatha Patti. Nikki N. Pennington. Komalapati Chaitanya. Gade Giridisha. Praveen Kumar Reddy Nani. Chaturia Yalagada. Akila Gudetti. Sai Swetha Mandava. Kalyani Galapati. Sai Priya Jaswitha Abinini. Sivapavani Chittapragada. Raghudandan Reddy Penumada. Rahul Ramesh Sanap. Tejaswi Muva. Shravani Marneni. Brahmi Ramadugu. Dixitra Dasari. Vaishnavi Kirthi Srinivas. Mark Andrew Lipinski. Nicholas R. Young. Ian Michael Hartung. Sean Michael Klink. Krista R. Swenson. Dharmika Hutabarat. Belinda F. Allen. Belinda F. Allen. Miranda Lambert. Abdullah Ali Rabai. Sarah Zazrani. Devarshi Sai Putluri. Srinivasa Chakravarti Nadella. Rachel Kiende Aderuju. Rebecca T. Harderoju. Raj Paul Chalapati.
This concludes the awarding of our advanced degrees. Please join me in congratulating all of our Western Illinois University advanced degree recipients. Congratulations. This day marks a wonderful milestone, not only in your lives, but also in the life of the university. As you depart today, you have our best wishes for a safe drive home and for a long, productive, and exciting life. We request that the guests for today's program please remain seated until the marshals have released all graduates from the recessional. Guests may join graduates outside the stadium following the ceremony. Finally, graduates, you have honored us by choosing this great university, and we have responded by providing you with an excellent education here at Western Illinois University. 2020 and 2021 introduced you all to unique challenges and opportunities in and out of the classroom. Yet you have endured and persevered. As Booker T. Washington once said, you measure the size of the accomplishment by the obstacles you have overcome to reach your goals, and you have overcome some unique obstacles. Congratulations and best wishes on all of your future endeavors.